Hello, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I'm the owner of the TrustIsYou.com and also a podcast called Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. I want to teach as many U.S. business people, 1099 earners, and also investors to save federal taxes with the Spendthrift Trust. So few people have ever heard of this. This is why I go for live all the time. Now, the trust is legal, copywritten in the IRS Tax Code 643B. This trust comes from England way back when King Henry VIII got in trouble for chopping off his wives' heads. He started up the Church of England. Go figure, murder a few ladies, start a church. The lords and ladies of England went further back to history than Magna Carta, and they said, no, King Henry VIII, you can't do this. It's contract law from England that came to the colonies while we were still part of the United Kingdom. The law firm I work on behalf of has inherited a trust that turned 350 years old in 2023. This has been around since before we were a country. Most people do not realize the current U.S. tax code went into effect back in February of 1913. It was only supposed to be around for 6 years, and the Barron families, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys put this into the IRS Tax Code 643B. It's been in front of the United States Supreme Court twice, and it's as legal can be. I'm not making fun of accountants or because I could never be a CPA. I transpose numbers, I'm dyslexic, but most accountants work in 300, 400 tax codes and file 1040 tax returns. The Spendthrift Trust, if you have the business trust, the beneficial trust, the charitable trust, the senior trust, or the real estate syndication trust, they all file a 1041 tax return. Now, most of the trusts in the United States, 97% of the trusts that are sold every single year are what my mom and dad had and what Susie Orman talks about on TV. The only thing that does is avoid probate, and then it dissolves. There's a reason behind this. There are over 1 million attorneys in the United States, and they only get 4 hours of trust law in law school. Only 4% of all the attorneys out there are trust attorneys. And so this is why this family trust is sold 97% of the time. I work for a law firm that has a 72-year copyright on the Benson Financial Trust. Robert Benson was a Harvard law professor. He researched this. He started his own law firm with his business partner. They left the law firm to a son of each of theirs, and now a grandson has it. This has been around for 72 years. The law firm has over 700,000 trusts, and you all should know about this. So let's get into this. All the trusts, it's under an umbrella called Spendthrift Trust. The full title for the trust is irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor, Spendthrift Trust. You got to have the 5 elements to make this right. And I'm sorry I'm not bringing anybody on live because last time I did that, they were naked. So no, I go live next December 12th at 4 p.m. So sorry, I can't bring you on live. So what's going to happen is the irrevocable goes from generation to generation. Complex, this trust can hold money day to day, month to month, year to year, decade to decade. Irrevocable, complex, discretionary. Trustees can make any of the rules, and for the beneficiaries, they can't break those. And non-grantor. When you start the trust, you're going to have someone who's not a beneficiary sign up, be the settler of the trust, and be the trustee for 10 minutes, and then they sign away. You will need their Social Security number. This is not a speed bump. I can do this for you, or another representative of the law firm will do it for you free of charge. We do it all the time. And then the 5th element, Spendthrift Trust. Now, with all the trusts, they're going to save you in 4 very, very special ways. Number 1, you're going to save federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. Everybody wants to save federal taxes. It's a wonderful thing. Number 2, you're going to keep your information 100% private. Unfortunately, there's a false rumor out there that your LLC or your S Corp keeps you private. That's not true. I can write a Freedom of Information letter to either the Secretary of State or the Corporation Commission and say, stamped envelope, and say, tell me about this LLC. They will send me your name, your address, your phone number, your website, and all the information you have there. Number 3, I can't stop you from being sued, but you will not pay any judgments if you're sued. The old adage from Nelson Rockefeller, own nothing, control everything. I've got several stories about how my clients are saving thousands of dollars for the frivolous lawsuits not going into effect. And number 4, if you don't know about the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act that starts January 1st, this is going to be a horrendous bill. This is coming from the Treasury Department. If you're an established LLC doing business as or a corporation, you will have until January 1st of 2025 to do the paperwork. If you start a new LLC doing business as or a corporation, you'll have 30 days to do the paperwork for the Treasury Department, U.S. Treasury Department, or be fined $10,000 or 2 years in jail, or both. Yes, they're going to fine you for not doing the paperwork. And then if you do the paperwork incorrectly, so just to give you an idea, when I read through the information, when I started my first LLC back in 2018, I've shut all my LLCs down because the Spendthrift Trust can't hold an LLC, that's statutory law. But the LLC I started back in 2018, I would have to know who the paralegal was who worked on that. I know the law firm, I don't know the paralegal's name. So if I do this incorrectly, I will be charged $500 a day for not doing it correctly. Now, to pour salt into your wounds, the banks and credit unions will report suspicious activity, accounts with suspicious activity, to the Financial Crimes Network, which is part of the Department of Treasury. When the Financial Crimes Network investigates and they think it's money laundering, they're going to seize the assets and sell them on the open market. That bank will make at least 35% of the money on that seized asset. True story. One of the trust attorneys goes to church with a senior vice president of a large national bank. After church, when they were having coffee and donuts, he went up to the senior vice president and said, "Do you know about the Corporate Transparency Act?" The senior vice president got a big smile on his face and goes, "Oh yes, we do know about the CTA. We are planning to send 1,000 accounts per week to the Financial Crimes Network. All the money we make off of that will go to our bottom line and help our shareholders. Great for the bank's shareholders, but lousy for small businesses in the United States." So again, if you have the trust, you don't have to do the paperwork. If you don't have the trust, you will have to do this paperwork every single year. So the trust is legal, copywritten in the IRS Tax Code 643B. It's going to save you federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. It's going to keep your information private. It's good. You're not going to pay any judgments if you get sued, and you won't have to do the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act. So that's the overall generalization. The business trust is for 1099 income earners and business owners. You will save federal income taxes at least 70% every single year before deductibles, and most of my clients are getting up to 90 to 95% under federal taxes. Personally, in 2022 taxes, I saved 92% on my 3 online businesses. I only paid 8%. Beautiful thing. I have clients who are saving thousands, 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures in taxes every single year. If you do go out to my website, www.thetrustisyou.com, you'll get a free video to see about this. So for the business people, they can save so much money. The beneficial trust is for all investors. So you're going to save capital gains. You're not going to have to pay all of the different things. The beneficial trust saves you from capital gains, interest income, dividend income, rental income, and royalties. Year after year, generation after generation. I personally, because I have both the business trust and the beneficial trust, I wholesale houses, so I get to save capital gains. I have 12 notes that I'm the paper on the house and people pay me their mortgage. That's interest income. My friend Glenn does my options trading. I can't do it. He keeps me up at night because, God, what if your puts and puns don't work? So I save dividend income. I have 4 rentals. I save rental income. And then me selling the trust is considered a royalty because it's copyright written. So I save quite a bit of money with both my business trust and my beneficial trust. Real quick, there are 3 other trusts I'm just going to mention here very fast. There's a charitable trust for a 501(c). There's going to be the senior trust for anyone who's over 65 making too much money. It's going to affect their Part B of the Medicare. Part A is your hospital stay. Part B are your doctors and your tests. The senior trust is a blind trust. And then there's this real estate syndication trust. All these trusts are designed to help you save as much in federal taxes as possible, just like the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, the Kennedys, the Trumps, and O.J. Simpson. If you would like to find out more about the trust, please schedule a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling, or I will go live December 12th, 4 p.m. East Coast time to do a Q&A. That's when somebody can come on and ask questions. I don't do bring people on live on my TikTok videos. My goal is to help as many U.S. business owners, 1099 income earners, and investors save federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. My name is Sally Gimmon. My website is www.thetrustisyou.com. And my podcast, Stop Paying Capital Gains, has 27 episodes on there. Please reach out to me if I can help you save federal taxes. When you do set an appointment with me, I will send you 2 pages of case law. I will give you a PDF copy of the book that I read about the Rockefellers, and I will give you, when you become a client, well, there's an entire team to work with you, and I will give you the formula on how to build business credit with your new EIN or employee identification numbers. Please reach out to me, www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling for a 30-minute tax breakthrough session. Have a beautiful day, and I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Take care.